There's much to be found in The Disappearance of Eleanor Rigby. The new film is creating lots of buzz on the festival circuit. WGBH News Arts editor Jared Bowen is here with his take and the behind-the-scenes story of this. So, is it based on the song, the Beatles song, Eleanor Rigby, or?
Well, it's set in contemporary times, but in a way it is based, well, it has a thread to the song. Her father, Jessica Chastain in this film, her father, played by William Hurt, the last name is Rigby, names her after the Beatles, but it's more that one line from the song, look at all the lonely people. That's one of the through lines of this film, which I loved. I think it's so fantastic. And what this film is about, you have James McAvoy and Jessica Chastain is this the lovely couple fall in love, but then there's this travesty in their life and they fall apart. And this film is about what life has really done to them. But we have a clip here showing when they first meet and that those great moments in the first nascent stages of a romance.
When the time is right, like when the maitre d's not looking, you meet me down the street.
Excuse me, sir.
It's not necessarily the best scene because they're not the most likable people for running out in a diner, but they had the two in this film have such great chemistry that, first of all, I think there can already be Oscar buzz for the two of them because they both bring so much weight to this role.
She was Zero Dark 30. She was great in that too.
Yeah.
So you talked to the filmmaker. How did he settle on a storyline for this?
This is something that he's worked on for 10 years and really processing how people interact. And I spoke with him, as you just mentioned, really with this question, is this film in dealing with tragedy about what life does to people together or what we do to each other? So here's what Ned Benson, who's the writer and director here, had to say.
We all confront things in life when we love each other, and those things change our lives or change one person because we each cope in different ways. And that's ultimately what I wanted to show, is that every character in this film, especially these two people at the center of it, cope in completely different ways. And ultimately it's just figuring out how to empathize with each other and realize that we are very different and we have to figure out how to live together.
For that reason, it also becomes a very difficult film to watch. As I mentioned, these actors are so terrific in what they carry through in these relationships. And I should also mention it's a great cast with Viola Davis, William Hurt, Bill Hader, just a terrific assemblage of actors here. And this guy's first film.
Really? So there's some other story behind the story that's like 3 films in one or something?
Well, this is what makes it so interesting, is that he actually made 2 films called Him and Her. And they're told from each of their perspectives, which was, as he told me, a great challenge for these actors because they had to first portray themselves and then redo the scene portraying themselves as their counterpart would see them. So just imagination. So they had to get in 2 roles. He did the festival circuit and they realized this needed to be one. So this is the 3rd film called Them. The other 2, I'm told, will open next month.
Oh, got it. Okay. Jared Bowen, thank you as always.